太高兴了，终于解脱了。
同学们，抓紧时间来这边测评。
超市卖2块，我帮你算一下，在农民手里收购价是2毛，然后分解，打包到装车的成本约1毛5，大车拉到批发市场的运输成本约2毛，此时总价已变成5毛5，到市场后进门费、摊位费、小工费等成本约1毛5，二道贩子拿货、采购及分发成本约2毛，这时就算批发商和二道贩子各赚5分，到超市的白菜也变成了1块，然后超市房租、水电、人工等成本约3毛，加上消费者买菜挑挑选选，损耗大概在30%至40%，这个成本均摊下来，每斤得6毛左右，所以超市的成本就到了1块9，就算卖到1块9毛8，也只有8分的利润。看完后，你觉得谁最赚钱？
周二，美国密苏里州对中共政府、中国共产党、国家卫健委、武汉病毒研究所等部门提起诉讼，要求其赔偿因疫情造成的密苏里州生命和经济损失。起诉书说，疫情爆发初期的关键几周，中共当局欺骗公众，打压关键信息，抓捕吹哨人，在越来越多的证据面前却否认人传人，破坏关键医学研究，导致数百万人暴露在病毒之中，甚至囤积防护设备，造成了这场不必要而且可以预防的病毒全球传播。
宝龙电子厂挑战失败，提桶跑路啊！提桶跑路。
我哋有事請你哋幫忙，因為蘋果日報嗰個經營實在困難，咁係我哋出聲撐我哋，先多謝你哋。呢幾年咧都蝕得好慘㗎，咁就而家咧個情形咧就比以前更唔好啦。你睇到嗰個疫情嗰度咧，你睇睇我哋個報紙差唔多冇廣告嘅，咁就以前個廣告個封殺都已經少好多㗎，而家完全差唔多冇嘅。訂閱嗰個人數咧就亦比以前少咗好多，從80萬跌到而家60萬都唔夠，咁咧使到我哋經營咧係非常困難嘅，而家我自己都本人都攞咗成5億5千萬出嚟墊住㗎啦，繼續困難我哋都會撐落去嘅，都冇辦法嘅，呢個對個社會個責任我哋係明白到嘅，咁但係希望咧你哋能夠了解到我哋辛苦，我哋嘅困難咧多多幫忙支持我哋訂閱。
CDC announcing on Wednesday that cats in 2 separate homes in New York State have tested positive for COVID-19.
The German firm BioNTech is working on what it hopes will be the first vaccine for COVID-19. The company hopes to develop a COVID-19 vaccine this year, but experts say 2021 is more realistic.
Boeing is thought to be planning to lay off 10% of its civil aviation staff. News agency AFP reports the cuts would affect up to 7,000 people working on the 737 MAX and the long-haul 787 and 777 models.
This morning, President Trump tweeted, "I've instructed the United States Navy to shoot down and destroy any and all Iranian gunboats if they harass our ships at sea." This video today released by the Pentagon last week showing Iranian Revolutionary Guard boats coming within 10 yards of a U.S. ship in the Persian Gulf.
The U.S. Navy's putting on a show of strength, joining Australian warship HMAS Parramatta for military exercises through the South China Sea.
This disease is not going to be eradicated. It is not going to disappear. So we have to accept that we are working with a disease.
One thing that could change is the advice on face masks. It's expected to stop short of saying the public should wear medical masks, fearing that could leave a shortage of supplies for the NHS. But the body is expected to say the public should feel free to wear homemade masks or scarves.
A new report is now blaming Chinese agents for spreading fake messages meant to escalate panic here in the United States. This is Secretary of State Pompeo calls out China and the World Health Organization for their handling of the pandemic.
The Chinese government hasn't permitted American scientists to go into China, to go into not only the Wuhan lab, but wherever it needs to go to learn about this virus, to learn about its origins. Look, we know it began in Wuhan, but we need to figure this out. There's an ongoing pandemic. We still don't have the transparency and openness we need in China, and it is the World Health Organization's responsibility.
Here to weigh in is State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus. Hey, Morgan, thanks for being with us.
Hey, Ainsley. Good morning.
Hey, I want you to elaborate on this. You're welcome. Thank you. I know that, China failure to alert the United States. WHO downplayed it, waited 6 days in China to notify anyone of how bad it was. And now we're learning that they tried to spread panic here in the United States. Tell us more about that.
Mm-hmm. So I think if you look at what President Trump and Secretary Pompeo have tried to do since the beginning, since January, when we started looking at this crisis, ultimately the fundamental question that we all have to answer, that the world has to answer coming out of this coronavirus crisis, is how do we prevent a pandemic of this scale from ever happening again? We know this isn't the first pandemic that the world has ever faced. We've had Ebola, we've had SARS. So how do we prevent that again? We need what Secretary Pompeo is calling for is real transparency out of China. The world won't be able to answer that fundamental question, Ainsley, until scientists are allowed in, until every theory about how this virus emanated can be thoroughly researched by scientists and by doctors. And this is why, principally why President Trump is holding the WHO, the World Health Organization, accountable until we can get to those answers. And the scary news, Ainsley, is that we still can't.
Gave the world this virus. And now, while we're distracted, China is exploiting that to strengthen its power. This week in Hong Kong, police arrested at least 15 prominent pro-democracy activists. And that's not all. China has already stolen, or has tried to, the South China Sea. Very important shipping lanes there, important to Australia. And in the past week, it's tightened its grip there. It's opened 2 new research stations on artificial reefs in...
100 million. Yes, sir.
I do have a small breaking story.
None of your stuff's ever small.
The Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs has responded to the Missouri lawsuit.
Already. Yes. Yo. They heard, hey, they're listening. See, they're listening to War Room, and they realize we got to get up on this thing. This Missouri thing's going to be bigger than we think.
Geng Shuang, the spokesperson for the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, says the so-called lawsuit has absolutely no facts or lawful evidence. It's ridiculous. Since the beginning of the coronavirus outbreak, now hold on to your seats, people, China has always maintained the attitude of being open, transparent, and responsible. These so-called allegations are malicious and overused, and they are against basic law.
Okay, hey, Chinese Foreign Ministry, it's called War Room Pandemic. We're waiting for your lawsuit. You're a stone-cold liar. You knew about human-to-human I'm even setting aside, which we're all going to find out because Wuhan lab's being hacked by everybody in the world, including the government of Vietnam that's not about to back down. Was Lutvak on it yesterday? He said, hey, watch Vietnam, baby. They're coming from, they beat them in 79 and they're coming for them now.
Beat them hard.
Beat them hard in 79. They sent the army down there. Boom. Vietnamese. Boom. They had two. So this is a lie. Here's why it's a lie. You knew it was human-to-human transmission and community spread no later than NLT, no later than the last week of December of 2019. I think we're going to prove in time you knew it a lot earlier because it's all going to come out. It's all going to come out. But right there, you lied to you misled the World Health Organization, the useful idiots there who Dr. Tedros and the team were not smart enough to drill down because they put out after consultation with you on the 12th, there was no human-to-human transmission. On the 14th, they tweeted it. No human-to-human transmission. At the same time, you're going around and you're preparing, at the same time you're signing the deal in Washington, D.C., you're preparing, as we know, to shut down Lunar New Year. You're not going to let everybody travel. That was a huge logistics operation, and you specifically focus on Wuhan, on Hubei province and Wuhan. That's all in the mechanics of how you had to do it over the next days from the 15th after the World Health Organization put out your lie. Okay? What did you do? You shut down the country, but you let people, innocent Chinese, fly all over the world, 350,000 to the United States, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, back to Europe and throughout the rest of the world, spreading the disease innocently. This is not about the Chinese people. And at the same time, the CCP, and we know this we can monitor what you take through your customs. You went around and vacuumed up all the PPE in Europe, in the United States, and in Australia, knowing that the PPE was necessary not just for treating the disease with these heroes, these doctors and nurses, but that you can't test unless you have personal protective equipment. So, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, on your response to the thing, you're stone cold liars. And now, the minister, what's her name? We're going to slot for you at the Nuremberg trial. The Nuremberg trial that's going to take place in Wuhan. Okay, and the people, citizens of Wuhan, are going to stand in for us, for mankind, as your jury. You're going to be in the docket. We're writing your name down. You're in the docket. Okay?
Geng Shuang
in the docket. You're a liar. You represent. All you do is these are stone cold lies. It's not even close. This is a stone cold lie.
我请问大家一点，这几个问题，最近你们见过王毅吗？王毅出来说话说多吗？杨洁篪杨娘娘现在说啥了？啊，大家想想，孙立军什么时候去的武汉？到武汉去干啥去了？大家知道？谁告诉你们的？上海会议没有孟建柱，没有孙立军。为啥有上海这个会议啊？大家知道，第一波力量被灭了，第二批力量被灭了，现在已经可能要拼刺刀了。而且现在第三波使谁呀？是不是王毅呀、洁篪啊、杨娘娘啊？啊，大家在防范呢，在垒工事呢，像二战一样。然后未来来自武汉实验室的老人家，这位先生会在镜头前告诉大家武汉实验室发生了什么。他绝对比李文亮先生是英雄，但他可不是主班上是要吹哨的，他只是在亲间和微信上警告了大家。但这位先生是从开始3年前就是跟着爆料革命的，这是为什么他和他的同事告诉了我们，包括他的同事直接给路德打电话。我告诉你，路德说的每句话都是按照这位先生说的。